Hit it! How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.
What's going on, Trey?
Not a lot, man. I feel like we're like, it's such a weird, like, what are we doing? Why am I so far over there? I need to lean towards you, or what the hell's happening? Stop coughing in the microphone. Shit's loud. Don't pull me, man. No one handles me.
This is my house.
I feel like I need to scoop this, like,
I'll pull whatever I want.
fuck you, Will. Hold on, now I'm giving a bunch of random feedback to the mic. Okay, there we go. This should be perfect. I think your loud ass voice is right where it should be now. Not too close, not too far. Just kind of perfect. I like the porridge. It's kind of like that.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I did an interesting little intro mix. You know what I mean? The Ice Cube sounded cool, dropping in the cup. Little Gentleman Jack. A little soda pop. Soda pop was probably a little too loud. I didn't realize it was gonna come out so good.
And aficionados probably don't like that you're mixing Gentleman Jack with
Pepsi.
with anything.
I normally don't, but you offered it, and I was like,
I mean, it's here if you choose to.
I actually just wanted Pepsi. Really, it actually tastes. I mixed it perfect.
There you go.
I normally don't mix it with anything. I actually take it straight all the time, but pause. But
I'm sure you do.
I said pause already. You can't get that joke off after I said pause already. Okay?
I know you do. I'm sure you do.
As you guys can see, we're in a different location today. This is my basement. So welcome to it.
No, this is you should. I mean, if you go to Surreal 469, you recognize what's going on back here.
No one goes there. So this is my basement. This is where I leave all my shit, all my junk and stuff that I don't need, like Brent. This is where I leave it all.
Get out of my house.
This is your house?
Get out of my house.
You claim this as your house
Get
now.
out of my house.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Kerfuffle, as you will.
Get out of my house.
Do you have a Game Boy?
I don't have a Game Boy.
Why do you have Game Boy games?
I've had those forever.
Okay. All right.
Actually, no. Yeah, I've had those forever. I don't know where the fuck the Mission Impossible game came from.
That's what I was thinking.
I've never played it, but I've had that Superstars game since like 1993.
Why do you have a Mission Impossible game?
I don't know. I don't know where the fuck it came from. I don't know whose it is, but it showed up somewhere when I was packing some shit up somewhere.
I don't feel comfortable with a lot of shit that's behind me, like especially this creepy thing. Is that a gremlin?
That's Gizmo.
Yeah, that shit creepy. That was a good one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I
Gizmo.
don't like half the shit in this basement. It's like, by the way, the name of the podcast, you can't see
Gizmo.
it. Ah, that creepy shit away from me. Oh, don't make noises. Get out of here. Stop that weird shit. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? I hate it. I hate it so I'm gonna punch it. That's what I do with stuff that freaks me out. I just punch it in the air. Fucking creeper.
Sit right here, Gizmo. Oh wait, I don't want the condensation to get you wet.
Pause.
You're not supposed to get Gizmo wet, or feed him after midnight.
Why you only got 3 toes, 3 fingers?
It's Gizmo.
Damn, your cough is loud. I gotta turn this headphone down. I can't keep hearing that shit. Killing me.
So,
Blow my damn eardrum.
the Olympics are a trip right now. Have you seen all the shit that's going on in the Olympics?
Nah, I just see basketball keeps losing. I'm sick of it. That's all I keep seeing.
So all of our Olympians so far are losing.
I saw Simone Biles.
Simone Biles drops out.
She dropped out?
She dropped out.
Oh, I saw today. Like
She
they
said
were talking
she said
about.
mental issues.
Oh, it looks like it.
She pulled the Naomi Osaka.
Nah, it looks like it.
Who also got eliminated
Wow,
early
shit.
on. A lot of our other Olympians got eliminated early on. It's a bad year for the USA.
And the basketball is fucking terrible.
It's a bad year for the USA.
We're in a pandemic, man.
And so was the rest of the world.
No, they weren't.
It's a bad year for the
In
US.
Soviet Russia. How's that joke go? In Soviet Russia, pandemic land on you or some shit.
You land on pandemic.
No. Pandemic land on you, right?
Fucking
Shouts to Shane. He used to say that shit to me like every day.
fucking. And now everybody's going crazy about these.
Hold on, I got it. Brent does not have COVID, for the record. He
I
has a
know.
cough that will not go away, so I apologize for the loudness of that shit, because I swear to God, it's the loudest shit you ever heard in your life.
Yeah,
And I know.
y'all were here for the last couple weeks. It's still.
No, it's way worse. Because we're closer, even
okay.
more so than in my house. So, like the upstairs part, because it's my basement.
We're
But-
also not in the same.
I know we're
spots.
flipped. We're flipped.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna lead to some chaos or something. But
Well,
you know,
yeah, something's
plus
gonna
you
happen.
brought this little fucker out.
Oh, Gizmo, leave Gizmo alone.
I was told, that's creepy, but I was told that you're not supposed to curse within the first like 15 minutes of a podcast, and that's one of the ways you get numbers up, because they disqualify you if you say shit like fuck and shit. Off rip, not disqualified, but algorithms move.
YouTube does that, and they change that algorithm all the time.
And that's our main thing, though. So we probably should stop cursing for like the first 10 minutes of podcast, even though we've already done it here. Is what I'm saying. But going forward, we should fucking like fix it, because it's some bullshit that we can't get any fucking followers.
It is bullshit that we can't get any fucking followers. We're fantastic.
We're fucking fantastic. At the end of the day,
we're fucking awesome.
And for anybody that doesn't know, you can suck my dick. But that's just. Hey, cheers to that, yeah.
Sure. No, cheers to us being awesome.
Oh yeah, cheers to us being awesome.
Not to you sucking, not to somebody sucking your dick.
Huh? Oh, that too. I'm getting messages. Hold on, let me see what we got.
Fucking so the women's volleyball players.
You were talking about the Olympics. That's how we got there. No, that's how we got there.
Everybody's bitching about the Olympic volleyball, the female Olympic volleyball players having to wear bikinis, and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe the Olympics are so sexist."
They shouldn't have to do that.
What's your thoughts?
I think they shouldn't have to do it. If they don't want to do it, I don't think they should have to do it. Like, if they feel more comfortable in it, here's what you do. You have a vote, right? You get all the women that are actually playing, not the coaches, not the whatever, not the media, not the Olympic whatever. Get all the women that are playing, and you ask them, do you feel comfortable in this? Take a tally, and if it hits a certain number or it's over the 50%, like 51% in favor, we all wear them. 51 the other way, we don't wear them. We wear whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I think you do something like that, because it's kind of like, to me, it's like pro-choice or other way you say that. I think it's the same thing. It's like, it's not our fucking thing. Like, if somebody told me I had to wear something, my dick was hanging out to play ball, I'd be like, yo, what?
You mean like in the 80s?
Right. If you told me I gotta wear nut huggers today, I'd be like, what? I gotta wear nut huggers? Yeah, but the women demographic, they really fuck with it. Like, I don't care. I don't want nut huggers on. Them shit's uncomfortable. Now, really, I can really dribble, though. I can get loose with the nut huggers on. But it's not comfortable.
I mean, how's that different than... There's a couple things. But how's that different than... Listen, if that's a requirement of your job...
It's not a requirement of your job.
And the media, it's a uniform.
It's not.
If it's a requirement of your job, this is the same... This is very similar to the Naomi Osaka thing. And your argument to that was that it was part of her job. It was in her contract. She had to do it.
To talk to the media?
Talk to the media.
That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
It's a requirement.
It's not a requirement of the job.
It's a
current... Listen. This is different.
Current
this is not the same thing. I'm going to tell you why this doesn't work.
It's a current requirement for that job.
I'll let you finish because the audience needs to hear what you're saying. So go ahead. Finish that again. Say it again.
It's a current requirement for that job.
Right. Current requirement of that job.
Mm-hmm.
That uniform can change at any time. Uniforms switch all the fucking time.
So can the media obligations.
No, that's not going to change because it's sports and it's big business. That is not going to change. Uniforms change all the fucking time. Any job can change uniform. I worked at a place in Virginia where we changed uniforms every season. We had terrible Hawaiian shirts. Then we wore this shit for sand soccer that literally, this is one of the shirts, ironically. We changed outfits at our fucking thing depending on the event and shit like that. Basketball players' outfits change all the time. They got a bunch of different uniforms.
I was gonna say, but uniform restrictions are uniform restrictions.
Restrictions?
Uniform rules, guidelines, restrictions, bylaws of whatever sport are still those same ones.
But it's based off
the sport.
It's based off of uniforms are normally based off of professionalism in a workplace, like a building of some sort. Uniforms that
what were the nut hugger requirements in the NBA in the 80s?
That was just comfortability. That's what they wanted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jordan was the first one that came in and was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? What is this? Like, no, sag your shits. Like, what are you doing? So he wore longer shorts, and then Michigan did it. Chris Webber and Jalen Rose and all them motherfuckers did it. And after that, everybody was like, why are we wearing these tight-ass shorts?
But also, so are the logos that are on everybody's outfits. I remember different sports, particularly the NFL and the NBA.
That's all sponsorship.
Had different restrictions on what shoes you could wear.
They did for a while.
Socks,
but that's because
all that other shit that you could or couldn't wear.
That's big business signing contracts, though. Again, that's big business as a whole signing a contract. There's no contract that says they have to wear that outfit. That's just been the outfit they've worn for X amount of years.
No, apparently it is a rule. That's why they're getting fined in the first place.
I don't think it's a rule.
They're getting fined for not wearing.
Like, give me an example of how that's a rule. You mean, okay,
because
so
because they're being punished for not following
If you're saying this has been... No, I get that. But if you're saying this is the uniform that they've worn for the longest amount of time, so that's what they are accustomed to wearing, so they're saying you can't just randomly wear something different. Okay, I get it. But again, it shouldn't be something that's like, yo, y'all have to wear this shit. But they should have brought this shit up before the Olympics is my point. That would be my main point.
Here's the part that everybody's missing because we live in a different environment these days. What everybody's missing is the core reason why women
The
volleyball
views expressed
players,
in this next statement are all from Brent and has nothing to do with Trey. I
100%.
just want to put that out there. I don't have anything to do with whatever male misogynic shit he's about to say. I got nothing to do with it. Carry on, Brent.
the reason this rule, guideline, whatever exists in the first place is because beach volleyball, like every other sport, is a business. And they're trying to, and have been, literally for decades, trying to attract more viewers, more eyes, any way possible that they could. And for decades, nobody's given a shit about beach volleyball. Nobody.
I thought Misty May, what was her name?
Misty May Trainer was like
Misty
the
May
first
Trainer.
like star.
Them two,
Do you know-
her and her, I can't even think of her partner's name, but them
you know why?
motherfuckers were nice.
Do you know why?
Because they were killing it.
They were killing it on the court, but also they were reasonably attractive to the eye.
I mean, that wasn't. If I'm being completely honest, I'm like, no, I'm not
For-
trying to placate to the audience.
for volleyball players.
I love greatness. So when I start seeing goals start going crazy, I'm like, yo.
Fantastic.
So
Fantastic.
that was it for me. Now, mind
Fantastic.
you, when you saw him and you saw the greatness was attractive, yes, of course you're like, oh, okay, better.
But let's not pretend.
Carry on.
but
Now
let's
again,
not
this has
pretend-
nothing to do with Trey again.
Let's not pretend that for literally decades and still to this day, the largest consumer of sports is men,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so,
It's just stats.
and particularly if you have a women's sport that may or may not gain traction based off the skill of the players, sex sells. They're going to try to sell sex. And for the longest time, women volleyball players have had flat asses. Now all of a sudden they found a squat rack. So absolutely they're going to fight to keep the bikinis out there. And also, this isn't just about volleyball. Look at tennis. Tennis. Let's use tennis as an example. The Williams sisters, killing it on the fucking court. Badasses. Thick ass thighs and asses and shit in those lovely tennis skirts. Maria Cornucopia, whatever the fuck her name was.
It's not her name.
Sharapova. Sheriff of Nottingham Cova.
Maria Sharapova is what speaking about.
Sharon Sonny was a mediocre,
Disrespectful,
was ranking wise a mediocre tennis player.
Not at first. Later, she did. Once she got popular, her shit, she definitely did not do well with the pressure.
But-
she started off pretty hot.
But do you know why we still know? Whoever knows her name still knows her name,
Maria
and why
Sharapova.
and where she made all her money from, being hot in a small mini skirt and grunting. Let's not pretend that sex doesn't exist.
The views
Let's not
that
pretend
are
that
being-
sex doesn't sell.
that are being said right now
particularly
by Brent and
when it
Brent
comes to
alone
ratings,
have nothing
when
to
it
do
comes to
with
viewership. Because again, who has volleyball trading cards? Who knows what any of these volleyball players' names are?
Who has trading cards anymore? They did bring that back, by the way. They got digital packs now.
Yeah,
I was like, how does that work?
well, with the rise of NFTs now, they're starting to do.
But here's the thing: how
NFTs
the
for every
fuck
fucking
does
thing.
that work? I can't sell that 20 years down the line.
No, the whole point. NFTs is
What are
kind
they
of
talking about?
NFTs
That's-
is kind of dumb.
I saw that shit. I was like, this is the dumbest shit I've
It's
ever heard.
kind of dumb. Like you're buying the exclusivity of the original.
That doesn't matter to
Of the
me.
original of that picture.
It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
It's art.
Can I sell it later?
It's art being art.
Can I sell it later?
It's modern art being
If
art.
I can't sell it, I don't want to. This is modern art. That's
It's
the whole
modern
point.
art being modern
Fuck
art.
that. Anyway, back to what you were saying. Again, what he was saying that had
But
nothing to do with me.
But let's not pretend that sex doesn't sell here.
It does. Sex
Even
always sells.
Wrestling, professional wrestling, women's revolution a couple years ago. We have female wrestlers now who are some of the best.
That was going to be my next point.
Who are some of the best female wrestlers in the world? Charlotte, you
Monster.
got your Baileys, etc. Still wearing tight shit.
Yeah.
Still wearing revealing shit.
Yeah.
Charlotte out here still taking time off to get bigger and better boob jobs and fixing her face and all this other shit.
For herself.
Let's not pretend that aesthetics, particularly when it comes to female athletics, doesn't count.
Bars.
It does count. And as a matter of fact, it's arguably the biggest part of it. Still to this day.
I hate that you make me like a feminist on this podcast. It's very annoying how far you are in the other direction that I actually have to be a feminist. I'm not a feminist because I agree with some of what you're saying, but not like completely. Like I understand sex sells. That's very, very factual. But because that works with guys too. There's a reason that they strapped a rocket to The Rock's back in wrestling.
No shit.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
Hollywood.
And Hollywood, once he got out, it was like, oh, this is the guy. Women love this guy because it works in the reverse the same way. It really does.
Hollywood's a perfect fucking example.
But all that shit with like their athletics being less than the visual I've seen people that are unattractive that are just so great that it's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I do
Fantastic.
not care.
What are the ratings?
Overall ratings, not just me.
What are the ratings?
I don't know. I couldn't answer
Right.
because I'm not a ratings guy though.
Guess what? It's a business.
Of course it is.
Somebody's got to be the ratings guy.
Oh, man, I wish we had a lady on right now.
Somebody's got to be the ratings guy.
I wish we had a woman on. I wish I had my shit set up right now.
You're much deeper into basketball than I am.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
How do you watch the WNBA?
I do.
Do you know players' names?
I do.
All that other stuff.
I don't know them nearly as well as I know.
How long
NBA.
have you been following the WNBA?
Since the inaugural season.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cynthia Cooper is who I was thinking about. This like she's not what I would consider bad, but she is the nicest female basketball. Cheryl Swoop's another one.
WNBA's been around since
Monsters.
what? 97?
97. Yeah.
So 25 years.
Yeah. I think it was their 25th anniversary this year. I'm pretty sure. Or next year, I think. Yeah.
What's the audience attendance look like now?
It's low. It's low. And they're fighting to get higher pay.
No. Say it correctly. It's still low.
It was.
I used to work at Staples Center. We gave tickets away.
Yeah, I think it's
to the world champion Sparks. We gave tickets away.
Well, listen. That's just because it's a bunch of guys like you walking around. Just terrible. You mad because you can't do what they can do on the court.
It's not that.
It is.
It's not that. Listen,
You're mad because Brittany Griner could dunk on you right now.
Well, Brittany Griner can dunk on me and probably get more chicks than both of us combined.
She's 6'8". She probably could.
Probably could. But when we're talking about the women's let's bring it back to professional wrestling. I've been following professional wrestling since I was 8 years fucking old.
Me too.
Okay? I've liked athletic women in professional wrestling for as long as I knew that they existed. Now, when I came in, I was a WWF guy. There was no women's division in WWF.
Right. They got rid of it because of Alondra Blaze, right? She threw the shit in
No,
the
this is
trash
before.
can. Oh, you're early. That's right.
This is before.
You're older than me. I forgot.
Alondra.
You're 8 years old and my 8 years old.
Alondra came in 2 years after I started watching.
And then they had that short stint of a.
So when I came in, the women's division was literally Luna Vachon and Sensational Sherry for a month, and then Sensational Sherry left, and then Luna Vachon was just there basically by herself.
Yeah.
Right? So, and then the women's division comes in, and we get Alondra Blaze, and she's very athletic, but they don't give her anything to work with. Mm-hmm. And then we have all these different divas, and the divas division looks like shit, and I hate the divas division. And then they finally are like, let's have women wrestle. Right? Lita impressed me because of her athleticism. I fell in love with Lita the first time I saw her do a Lita Kinrana.
Me too.
Right? But
she had them red pants on.
However,
S.A. Rios.
That was
his name, right?
Yes, S.A. Rios.
Yeah.
However, let's not pretend that up until really recently, WWE had women that could carry and or main event a pay-per-view or a WrestleMania, right? Or anything of interest that could do that.
To be fair.
Up until recently.
To be fair. Who can really do that right now in general other than like Roman?
Right.
Let's be fair here.
Right.
Let's be very fair.
Right.
Because there's a reason that it's so competitive overall from that perspective because like nobody's really that guy. It was ironic because Becky Lynch was one of the weird ones that just popped and people just went crazy with her because I'm not a huge fan of Becky personally. I never have been.
And even with WWE putting that pressure on the women's division and pushing them as hard as they have for the last few years, wrestling as a whole, men and women, have the lowest numbers they've ever had.
Right.
So even then, even that leap, even those steps forward in women's athletics are still to a low number of viewers.
Yeah.
So from a business perspective, the men in charge, and yes, they're men, the men in charge are trying to get as much eyeballs, as much sponsorships, money, whatever, to their sport as they can.
Yeah, I agree. But again, it's one of those things where I get what you're saying. I completely understand the business
I don't
aspect.
necessarily agree or disagree with it.
I get it
I'm
all.
just explaining what it is.
No, you agree with it. We heard you for like 20 minutes. No, we heard you, motherfucker. Don't try to.
I have to reiterate that.
No.
I'm just explaining what it is. I don't.
No, you did this at the beginning. Remember?
I don't really give a shit.
No. You did this.
I did do that. Y'all still can come at me.
So it's just for me. It just comes down to like what are women comfortable with? You know what I mean? The women that are actually having to do it. Mm-hmm. Are you comfortable in that outfit? Because like someone, for instance, you can go to parties, right? And some women will do mad shit at a party. They'll go crazy. They'll be the craziest motherfucker you ever seen. Mm-hmm. But if a camera comes out, Nah, I don't do that. I'm not with that shit. Right? You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to feel like, okay, in my personal life, I might wear a bikini, I might do whatever, I might do all this shit, right?
Sure.
These chicks may have OnlyFans.
Fine.
Their personal business.
Fine.
But when it comes to them doing their profession and they're out on there doing a sport, if it's not something they feel comfortable with on the worldwide scale, then I feel like it's something you got to talk about. Now, I don't think you bring it up when you're at the Olympics. That would be my only issue with this whole situation. I don't think you wait until the Olympics to say, we're going to make a stand right now, and we're going to, I don't know what the hell they've been wearing. What they been wearing, sweatpants or something?
Just longer shorts.
Just shorts. I don't think that is the right time to do it, but maybe it is, because then people are talking about it. Like, we're talking about it right now, so maybe that is the right time to do it. Mm-hmm. That's when a lot of people do peaceful protests, is when you fucking, when you have a moment, when something's like this.
Right.
Like, the reason Kaepernick shit worked so well was because everybody was paying attention. They were watching during that time, right? So he takes a knee there. If he does it in some random grocery store, when they hear the national anthem come on, nobody's paying attention to that shit. But when you're on television and all the eyes of the world are watching, it's kind of the right time to make a move like that if you're trying to make a statement.
Actually, Kaepernick's a little bit different, because his started off.
He was doing it before they paid attention.
I was gonna say people weren't paying attention at first,
but then they started paying attention because of it.
Somebody like snapped a picture somewhere or something.
And it went up. I remember. Yeah.
Like,
But that's my point, though. If you do it, like, for instance, those girls probably wore those shorts to make themselves comfortable. They probably didn't wear those shorts like, we're gonna make a giant statement, we're gonna make a giant splash here. But they had to know that there would be some sort of possible repercussion of it, right?
Sure, it's like somebody making a speech at the Oscars about saving a rainforest or whatever the fuck.
Exactly. People are listening, people are watching. It's time to, like, whatever. So, I mean, I don't know. I personally just feel like they should be able to wear whatever the fuck they want if they feel comfortable in the sport. I think you have to have a uniform. I do think you have to have a uniform, but if it's a uniform where it says you can wear shorts or you can wear bikini bottoms, that's not a hard thing to change. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something that's easy to change. It's something easy to switch. But at the same time, I understand why they're doing that if they're not comfortable. If it's something they're not comfortable with, they shouldn't have to do that.
Do you understand why?
The business side of it?
Yes.
Absolutely. 100%. Because, absolutely, you said sex sells, and it is what it is. At the end of the day, guys are attracted to attractive females and body parts and this and that. And if guys are the number one contributor, like, everything you said makes sense. I get every single point you made. But I personally lean to the side of, okay, if they're uncomfortable with it, though, that's a problem for me. You know what I mean? Because I'm the same way. I can have a chick. I've done this before. We'll go back. Take it to 2010, late 2010. I remember it was a chick came to a house party of mine. Chick showed up. She was a friend of a friend. Mm-hmm. Bad. Probably the baddest chick in my party. Because, this young days, you ain't just got baddies pulling up. So
I've seen the picture.
You have not seen this picture. I don't even have a picture of this girl.
I've seen pictures of you in your house parties in your younger days.
Calm down. Those are
fantastic.
Those girls
pictures.
are fine, by the way. Relax.
Those are fantastic pictures, by the way.
Calm down.
There are thumbnails all over the internet.
Anyway,
I might insert one here.
Anyway, so I actually talked to Kate earlier this week. Ironically, she wished me a happy birthday. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay. I thought it was her birthday already. I was like, oh shit. Forgot to wish her back. August 3rd. Shouts to Kate. But yeah, she wished me a happy birthday and was like, oh, you should have hit me up when you were here. Like some cool ass rapport shit. It's like, that's exactly what you want with an ex that you were cool with on that level. Like, all right, we got there. We're good. But anyway, relax. But anyway, so like, I had a chick showed up to the party. She fucking friend of a friend. She out here being super promiscuous. Like, I mean, all over. Bouncing around.
Girl.
Then she sees it's my crib. So, of course, her promiscuousness, whatever that word would be, however you say that version of it. Promiscuity. I've only heard that once, and I don't know if it's real. Don't say promiscuity to me. But anyway, her promiscuity fucking directs her to me because I'm the homeowner, right? Apartment owner. I was not a homeowner. So, she comes to me, and she's all, like, in my shit. Mm-hmm. Talking big shit, man. I'm talking big shit. I'm like, okay, all right. It's like, I'm 21 at the time. I'm feeling myself. Niggas in great shape. That? Yeah, I'm like, oh, for real? You sure? I'm about to, hey, somebody better tell her who I am. Hey, y'all know this girl, right? So, I take her back, get her in the private room. We sitting, vibe going, right? Shorty's like, I can just see the energy change, the shift, right? Like, oh, I didn't know, like, me pulling my titties out was gonna get you to like want to fuck, like, you know what I mean? That type of thing. And I'm like, wait, what? In my head, I'm like, hold on,
no
what?
Comment.
So I calm down. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna pull up. We get back out there. She back on her shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So
that's when you stop giving her any attention whatsoever.
But I'm lit and I'm 21. Remember, I'm 21. It's my house, and I'm drinking. I'm drinking like early. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm entertaining it. So then her friend and her are now both giving me energy. Like, yo, so what's up? What we doing? Ready to kick these motherfuckers out of here and just have it be us. So I'm like, well, shit. Let's get it. Right? So we go back to the room, whatever. I'm like, yo, y'all have a good night. I'm out. I'm going back here. Hey, I'm going to holler at y'all in the morning, right?
Right.
Going back. Start kissing the one chick. Start kissing the other chick. The one girl start crying. What the fuck just happened? Are you okay? Hey, whoa. Mind you, these are white girls. Let's be very clear. These are two white girls.
So you're 21.
I'm 21.
At the time.
My place, a random white chick I do not know is in my bed crying. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you alright? She like, my boyfriend, I just don't want to cheat on my boyfriend and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bitch, you came in my room. What the fuck are you talking about? So I'm like.
So 2010?
Yeah, it's 2010. So I'm like, yo.
So a couple years after Kobe.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, yo. Yo, for real, you can go out there if you want to. You ain't got to be in here. Like, you can take off. I don't want to leave my friend. And blah.
Can we stop? Can we divert? Can I pull a Trey here and divert for a second?
Yeah.
Just to try to explain to you youngins who don't remember how frightening it was to be a black dude that was attracted to any kind of woman that was any shade darker than Latina.
Bruh.
Post Kobe for those couple of years.
You mean shade lighter than Latina?
The shade lighter?
Yeah, you said
post
darker.
Kobe?
Yeah.
For those couple of years?
Yeah.
That was around the time I got introduced to white chicks liking to be choked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're in a hotel room too?
I was too young for that. But
like, listen.
Yeah.
That was a scary fucking time.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
That was a frightening fucking...
And you're at my place? I'm the host. So if anything goes wrong, they looking at me. Fuck that. My name's on the leash.
Like, our ancestors were looking down at us for those 5 years like, have you niggas not learned shit?
Listen, man. I won't have enough. Listen.
We up here for doing that shit.
Listen. Again, these views that are expressed, the other half of this podcast is Brent and Banner.
We didn't get here on a golden chariot.
Don't talk like Martin Luther King right now. That's actually pretty good. Actually, it's not bad. That's one of your better accents. That's pretty good.
I got up here by being dragged by horses.
I hate it here. Oh, God. Shut up. Stop talking. Anyway.
You know the CIA killed me over that shit?
Jesus Christ. This guy here. Oh, fuck. Is it 14 minutes? Oh, it's 14 minutes. Fuck. Yeah, but so when that happened, mind you, she was the one I was after. I wasn't after the other girl. The other girl was not nearly as attractive as the other one.
Explain what you meant by she was the one you were after, please, and thank you for the court.
She was the female.
Mr. Sykes, what do you mean? What do you mean when you say you were after her?
She was the female.
I'm sorry. Let me say it in the way that you'll actually hear it. What do you mean? She's the guy. She was the gal you was after.
I didn't mean anything. I plead the fifth.
Son, what exactly did you? Son, what exactly did you mean when you said you was after
fifth?
That porcelain white gal?
I said fifth. I didn't say anything. I didn't mean anything by it, sir.
Fifth.
The fifth. I plead the fifth.
That's a number. Who's been teaching you to read?
Jimbo.
And cipher.
Jimbo over there. Listen, stop your shit. Look, so anyway, she was the chick that I was pursuing that night. So I'm like, yo. And she was, like I said, she came to me, honestly. She came to me, and I was like, all right, I'm going to fuck with her. You know what I mean? I'm giving her the vibe for the night, because there was other people there. But I was like, she's the best looking one here. I was actually late to that party, ironically, because I was all fucking with somebody else.
And she was giving you the vibes.
She was giving me all the vibes. She gave me all the fucking vibes.
Why work for something else when you got it right
That's my
there?
point. And she was the best looking one there. If you're the best looking one there and you're giving me the vibes, I'm on it. But point being, when she turned them shits off, my ass backed the fuck up, is my point. It was like, oh, you have the right to do that, though. As uncomfortable as that is. As uncomfortable as that is. 'Cause it was. I was rock hard and I was ready to tear that shit up. And she was like, I'm talking, the second I heard, boop, I said, oh, is that a tear? Is this bitch crying? Oh, hell. Yo, you got to get the fuck up out of here, dog. Like, and what ended up happening, this was a crazy shit.
I don't care if it was my house or yours. There would have been a cartoon cutout of me through the door, complete with a little heart on right in the middle.
Bro.
You seen about 7 to 8 inches of, what is that? Just through it. Pew!
Bro, I was so mad. And I ended up hooking up with the other chick.
I'd have Scooby-Dooed my way out of that. I'm like, beep, 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 beep.
Man, listen. I ended up hooking up with the other chick.
Behind me.
It was my house, but I was like, listen.
Shit.
We slept in that bed, all three of us. She
Nigga,
laid.
You know that was a Keanu Reeves movie, right?
What?
Where two girls came to him, and he was a married man, and his wife was out of town.
I have a wife.
And they knocked on his door and was like, "We have a flat tire." And then they creepily like seduced him and trapped him into fucking him and getting him on tape, and the whole thing was them ruining niggas' lives. Oh my gosh! And they did it to John Wick. You ain't John Wick.
I'm Black Dick. That's what I am. Okay.
John Wick can get it.
Listen, that's all I know. She laid there, and I hooked up with the other girl, and then she fell asleep on the other side of the bed, and then I was uncomfortable as fuck because I didn't want to hook up with the other girl originally. It was just the thought of, oh, I can get one. This is a unicorn right now that could happen, and then it wasn't a unicorn because Shorty was crying, and I was like, that's weird. You gotta stay over there. I'm not gonna touch you. I don't want to touch you, but you're being all aggressive now because you're like, we're already here. I know you got it. I'm like, fuck. So, long story short, the reason I said all that was just to say people can change their fucking mind, and they should be able to do that. They should have the right to do that. Was my whole point of that story.
Sure.
Even though, and that story sucked for me. I hated that story. I fucking hated that story. But
did you take a shower afterwards, crying in a ball in the corner?
the whole next day. Yeah, because she was pretty bad. She wasn't like, when I think back, like, I really don't know what the fuck she looks like now. I can see the outfit she was wearing. I can see the whole shit. But I really can't.
It was one of those memories.
What's crazy, this is the craziest shit. Like, this is a wild story, and I'm thinking about it. Since I've been in my apartment now, the dude she was with back then called me.
Uh-oh.
Like, this year.
Uh-oh.
He was like, yo, bro, because he hit me up on Messenger. Like, yo, do you know the chick named da-da-da-da-da? I was like, who? Da-da-da-da-da. I never knew that chick's name. I had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. I was like, tell me what happened. Describe what happened to me. Well, it was this girl, and she came to a party of yours one time, real randomly. She was with her friend, and he says the friend, and I'm like, I think I know what he's talking about. And I'm like, he's like, she said y'all never hooked up, but she said she slept on the couch, and you and her friend ended up hooking up, and da-da-da-da-da. You're saving this girl's life right now. If that didn't happen. And I was like,
saving this girl's life right now, huh?
You sound like a psycho, first off.
Yo.
I'm like, that doesn't sound safe. But also I was like, yeah, we never hooked up because we didn't. I said, now, there's some fuzzy details in this motherfucker because she definitely didn't sleep on my couch. She was laying right next to me. But we didn't hook up.
Right.
She absolutely did not lie to you. I think you should let her live. Pretty sure. He was like, on some bro code shit, like, for real, you sure you didn't? I'm like, nigga, I didn't hit it. I didn't hit shit. I didn't do a goddamn thing. She gave me tears. That was it. That shit was crazy, though.
You didn't what?
Hit it! Finally, later in the episode. But no. Yeah, I didn't do shit. So it was funny, though. Like,
so, yes, the volleyball players can change their mind.
Absolutely. But 12 years later, that's crazy, he called me about that shit. I was like, what? Nigga, what? Who?
So with the volleyball player situation, right?
Yeah.
Also,
hold on. Side note, I got a problem with you real quick. Don't be posting the preview of what's on Patreon and giving an exact breakdown of what the fuck we talk about. No, you need to be more vague than that. Don't be telling them.
That was fairly vague.
The fuck it was.
That wasn't the whole fucking story.
Did he subscribe? What the fuck is that? What was all that description? What was that bullshit?
That was fairly.
Use your stories, bitch. Don't use mine.
They gotta go to fucking Patreon to find out if you subscribe.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Don't use no more.
They gotta go to Patreon to find out if you fucking subscribe.
We not do that Patreon shit for you to go tell them what I was talking about on Patreon in detail.
In detail?
That was the story. And then there was just more details filled out in the middle. That was
not the story.
That's the fucking story.
That was not the story.
Be better, Brent.
Go to patreon.com/GetYourPod to actually hear the actual story.
Be better, motherfucker.
The actual story.
It's giving away the whole goddamn shit.
That shit was not the story.
The fuck it wasn't.
That shit was not the story.
God damn it. Be better. I saw that shit out about it. I was like, man, I'm gonna fuck this nigga up when I see him. Go ahead. What was you saying, though?
I was gonna ask you, what do you think will happen with the volleyball team now? I personally think they'll probably change the uniforms now.
I think the next time,
just because of whatever the hoopla, they'll probably change the uniforms now.
Yep. I agree.
You know, it's not going to cost them any. To do that, it's not going to cost them any money. Now, will there be not repercussions, but like, will revenue go down? Will sponsorship go down?
I'm not watching it anymore.
Will viewership go down? Possibly. Realistically, possibly.
Did you like that? I'm not watching anymore after all that shit from the beginning.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
Like, realistically, possibly.
No, it probably will. But not really. It's the Olympics, man.
Maybe not. Who knows? Like, nobody, like, who watches the fucking Olympics anymore anyway? But, like, and again, the core, what part of the core, what I was talking about, fucking beach volleyball has been around since at least the 80s. I remember them trying to make something of it in the early 90s. Nigga, nobody gave a shit then. Nobody really gives a shit. I mean,
have you played volleyball? I have. That shit's fun, man.
It's all right.
Volleyball's fun. I don't like beach volleyball because I hate sand. I hate sand with passion. Volleyball's fun.
But also, I'm short.
Especially if you're tall. I was about to say if you're tall because I used to stand at the top and
short.
block shit, spike.
That shit was whack as fuck to me.
That shit was like basketball. It was like, bow.
At least basketball, I have somewhat of a shot.
You can shoot, right.
Yeah,
yo, that shit is motherfuckers like you come up and hit that bitch. Boom, I jump up on the goddamn. I used to be a terror in PE. I was a goddamn terror. They had no idea I was that tall because I limp and shit, so they not looking. I go all of a sudden 6'2", spike it on somebody. They're like, "Fuck, what is wrong with this guy?"
So what do you think? What do you think will happen with the beach volleyball?
I think they're just gonna wear shorts. I honestly think it's gonna be an option. I think that's what'll happen because it's really not that big of a deal. If I see somebody with shorts, I'll just be like, okay, she didn't feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. Either that or that. I think it'll be one of the two. They'll probably take a vote. They'll probably talk about it. They'll discuss it. They might come to some compromise where they wear like Sophie shorts instead of actual bikini bottoms. They might have like short shorts or something, just enough to cover the cheek from hanging out. Something stupid like that. It'll be some little shit, like no big difference, but it'll be enough where it's like they'll feel like they won, and that's important. You know, you have to make the athletes and the people that are involved feel like they're okay with what's happening. Like last year in the bubble with the basketball, the black people were not playing unless there were messages everywhere. They had to be messages everywhere in that particular situation, in that scenario. Now, I didn't expect it to take over to the season, and it didn't, right? They're not walking around with Black Lives Matter on the back and all these other causes on the back and messages on the floor and every commercial break talking about something.
Well, actually, that was a compromise, too.
What?
The messages all over the place.
No, that's my point.
That was a compromise. You know what actually happened?
What?
The owners called Barack Obama, and Barack Obama called LeBron and said, "Shut up and dribble."
Relax.
That's what actually happened.
That is not what actually happened.
That is what actually happened.
That is not what actually happened.
That is what actually happened.
They were on the phone. That's not what actually happened.
That is what actually happened.
And where's your source? You were on the phone call?
That is what actually happened.
You were on the call? Did you not say I follow basketball more than you? You think I don't know about this story?
Did they shut up and dribble?
Do you even know what part of the story you're talking about right now?
Thank you.
I don't even think you know what you're talking about. I'm gonna take a guess and know that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now because I know this story very well.
Anyway,
you know I do. That's why you want to anyway me right now because you know I know this.
No, because I know more about politics than you do, and I know Barack Obama's history with the shit.
So please educate me. Please educate me on this topic because I know you can say you know more about politics. You don't know more about this. I don't give a fuck.
Barack Obama's a actually.
Go ahead. No. Give it to me. Give it to me.
No.
Why? You brought it up.
Because I don't know why I brought politics up.
You brought it up.
I don't know why I brought politics up.
It was basketball. You brought it up.
I know. We shouldn't have done. Here's Gizmo.
Get that shit out of here. Get that stupid thing out of here. I'm going to smack that motherfucker across the... Where's the water? Pour water on this nigga, man.
We're a light goddamn show, goddammit.
We're not a light show.
We're a light, bright show.
Fuck it. I'm down for this shit.
We're the Tisha Campbell podcast.
Hey, What the fuck is wrong with you, dog? What's wrong with you? Tisha, I love you. Gina, I love you. Don't do that. Leave her alone, man. What's up with you, dog? Jesus Christ. What's wrong with this nigga, man? I'm just trying to talk about politics. You want to bring Tisha Campbell and hit her with a stray. God damn.
Shit.
My goodness. I don't have a segue for that.
Shit.
Look at the soda. What's on the soda bottle? I see a guy. Who is this?
Oh my God.
Messy. That's what you are. You're messy. God damn messy. God damn.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Did you hear the shit about London?
About what?
In London? Did you hear the shit was going on over there?
Oh, with the soccer players?
Mm-hmm. They just, after they lost, and every black person is now a target that was on the team?
Yeah, here's the thing. We all in America think that Britain is a lot more posh and
fuck they are.
And less uptight and less racist than us.
Where the hell do we get it from?
Just because they have an English accent. We think English accent means
elegant.
elegant.
With you?
That's it. That's what it is. We think accent equals elegant.
How do I do a podcast?
We're stupid Americans.
I'm so sick of y'all.
We're dumb fucking Americans. That's where the shit comes from.
Why are you like this?
We think the shit is all fucking posh. It's not.
Why do these things twist? Why'd they throw me off? Because they keep moving.
Fucking Tracy Ullman, a British comedian, even did a sketch of it on her recent show where she pretended to be an American coming to Britain and talking about how everything is so posh and upscale when it's really just mediocre shit that Britons do that are the same as fucking Americans. Fucking
Britons.
We're dumb Americans. We're stupid fucking Americans.
Yeah, because you said Britons do the same thing as Americans.
Yes.
That's how you're
They're
stupid.
racist like us. They're fucking ignorant like us. They're fucking. They have a fucking tier. Matter of fact, they have a very strict tier system over there.
I'm aware.
Very strict.
Yeah, no, they have royalty and shit. So that
no,
shit
but
is
even
where it came
below
from.
royalty,
No, I know,
there's
but
a caste system.
But that's my point.
Them in India.
That's my point. That's where it came from, though. They
Yeah.
like the shit is definitely established.
Yeah, and
so I got friends over there now.
And like we don't talk about ours.
No.
They are open about their shit. They're like, oh, you're a fucking North Ender. Fuck out of here. Or your lot in life is to be a maid. Your family was maids. You are not going to be anything but a maid.
You remember?
Pip pip cheerio.
Do you not remember when we were doing the accents, that one episode on Bigo, and my friend was like, "You sound like a chimney sweeper." When I was like, "Hello, governor."
Yeah.
That's facts over
Yeah.
there. And she's the one that be putting me on shit, because like I get like the actual shit behind the curtain type news. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, cause they be telling me like, yeah, this shit went crazy. Like they attacked one of my homeboys out there, like, well, for some gay shit. After that, they were like, yo, you fucking gay dude, fuck that. Like, cause they were already killing black people. Basically, they're like, we're gonna fuck black people up, so let's go ahead and attack the gays too. Fuck it. It's like, we're mad at them too right now. Like,
And
what the
as serious
fuck is
as
going
we
on?
take sports here,
They
nigga,
way worse.
soccer in the literal rest of the world will get you killed.
First off, it's football.
Will get you football.
You're
in
gonna
the
get
rest
you
of the
killed.
world,
You're gonna get yourself
will
killed.
get you killed.
Oh, I know. I'm aware, because that's what happened. They were so cheering these guys. We love you, da da da. Next thing you know, they burning down shops, beating up gay people in the streets, chasing all black people they see. They was fucking people up.
Yeah.
Because she was devastated.
We turn over a couple cars when the Lakers win.
Right.
They'll kill a motherfucker if you lose by 8 points.
We just flood the street and just circle a car and then maybe rock it around a little bit.
Yeah, light some trash cans on fire. You know what I mean?
We did that before in Virginia. We lit some
You know,
trash cans
if
on
you're in Boston, you break a couple windows.
fire. Couple windows.
You know, maybe you throw out a racial slur.
Throw some teas in the water.
Right. If you're in anywhere else in the world and it has anything to do with football, they throw bananas at your ass if your skin is darker than a paper bag.
That's fucking crazy, by the way. Somebody throw a banana at me, I'm fucking
They
them
throw
up.
bananas at your ass.
You understand the ass whooping that's coming to somebody if I get hit with a banana? You understand that, bro?
You mean you're gonna go bananas?
Almost.
You mean you're gonna go ape shit?
Yes. Yo, I almost fucked a dude up on the highway earlier when I was driving back from fucking Santa Clarita. Goddamn, some dude cut me off in a fucking one of them trucks I used to drive, one of them big ass box trucks. Motherfucker just.
Yep.
What the fuck, dog? Brent, I got so fucking mad. I never do this.
The truck drivers,
bro. I pulled around this nigga.
The truck drivers in Santa Clarita are a lot like the truck drivers in Orange County.
I pulled around this motherfucker with the strong.
Are a lot like Mercedes drivers everywhere.
I hit him with the strong middle finger. I need you and everybody else behind me that knows you just did that to see this. I hit him with that lefty. I looked over like, yeah, bitch. Motherfucker was like, he looked like he wanted to cut me off again. I was like, go ahead, do it, because you're going to hit that car, then you're going to hit my car, and when we stop, I'm going to fuck you up. I promise you.
Matter of fact, those European football players
there you go.
reached the highest echelon of their sport. Got to the playoffs, championships, whatever it was.
Yep.
Turn your hat around.
Yeah, for real.
Got to the highest echelon of the sport.
Yep. Facts. And they still niggas. And that's all that matters to them. At the end of the day, that's what the people saw. And that's what's fucked up.
Still niggas.
Still niggas. Don't matter. That's crazy, too. I don't even want people to see this.
The highest echelon.
That's what's fucked up, though. For real. For real. That shit is crazy. Don't say echelon to me, either. How do you even spell echelon? It start with an E.
Actually, it starts with a T.
Does it really?
No.
Oh, shit. I was about to say, what? Whoa.
Virginia Public School.
I don't know how to spell echelon. It is E.
Yes.
Spell it.
ECHELEON. I think.
Spell echelon. Did I say that right? Spell echelon.
I think you have to actually turn your phone. Oh,
ECHELON.
I put an extra E in there. Okay.
California Public Schools, motherfucker.
I'm drunk.
Fuck out of here. You ain't drunk, bitch.
I'm drunk. I'm drunk off scissor and fucking gin and juice. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
They need to start carding your ass for that shit.
They do.
They should do it more.
They card me every time I fucking go in there.
Shit is creepy.
Ass down or face down, ass up.
I thought the same thing when I did it. Instantly, that's when my brain.
He can't have Gizmo face down, ass up.
You got a bunch of dolls over there doing that shit.
That's not the way he. Never mind.
He likes to fuck. Is that what you gonna say?
Never mind.
Pervert.
Never mind.
How would you know? Sicko
Gizmo
mode
don't
over here.
fuck. You know they canceling Arthur?
The TV show?
Yeah.
Didn't they make Arthur gay or something?
No, one of his teachers was gay.
Okay, I was gonna say somebody was gay. I remember they changed it recently. Is that why they canceled it?
No, I guess they just figured
Ratings
he's made enough fucking money.
Ain't
25 years.
I was gonna say, hadn't he been on for like
25
ever?
years is a long time for a PBS show.
Yeah, tell me about it. I hated Arthur.
Most PBS shows, because they get funding from other places. So most PBS shows, like a lot of the good ones, the funding just runs out.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people just decide.
Not Arthur. They had their own money.
Ratings doesn't matter on PBS.
Yeah, but they had dolls and shit, so Arthur was making extra money.
They had a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah,
I mean, it started as a book series.
Right.
Because I remember as a kid in the '90s before it became a show, it was a book series.
Mm-hmm.
So they already had those through
that's
Scholastic.
crazy.
So yeah, shit ton of money. Shouts to Arthur.
Shouts to
Been
Arthur,
around
man.
for 25 years.
Nice run, bro.
No shit.
Only
All the
nigga I know.
memes that came from it.
Only nigga I know that listen to headphones down here when his ears were up here. Fucking legend. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to the legend. I hate being in here.
Why?
Takes me back to last. Actually, I had some good fun in here. Actually, I did some shit in here.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't get that bed and move that futon in here and that shit. You'd have fucking ruined that shit.
Fucked up. Yeah, I was on some shit in here.
You'd have ruined that fucking futon.
Crazy thing is, like, that was before you was on some shit in here. Like, I christened your apartment.
You did.
A lot.
You did.
And when you was in here one time, it was quiet. It was right there. I did it. I remember. Yeah, you was asleep. You didn't know. Shit was great. Shorty was going crazy. It was fire. She was like, "Should we wake him up?" I'm like, nah, chill.
This is me making the Arthur fist.
That does take me back, because like, I remember this doorway right here. Actually,
I mean, just stop talking right now.
all right, don't worry about it. Just know I appreciate you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Get your hands off me.
My fault. You want me to show you
Get
what I
your
did to her?
Get your hands up.
I'm going to show you on the doll. I'm going to show you which area I touched.
Actually, my back is a little tight right now, so like if you could.
Nah, I'm not
knock
doing that.
out,
I'm not doing that. I'm not touching you.
So I hit the gym again.
This is where I typically it's been easy because we got a podcast.
You got any fuck yous?
I don't have any. Do I have any fuck you? You go first. I'm sure I have one. I got another fuck you. I'm sure I got a fuck you. I'm pretty sure I have a fuck you. It's probably just the same fuck you from last week, honestly.
I have a fuck you.
And there's your fuck you.
I have a fuck you.
I'm not following you. I'm going to go first.
Go for it.
All right. Here's my fuck you. To all the people out there that just refuse to be like good people.
Okay.
To all the people out there that like, y'all are just shitty people consistently. Like, you don't learn from shitty stuff and you just keep moving in the direction of shitty constantly. It's like personal evolution is, how can I be more shitty tomorrow? Those kind of people. The people you meet and you think, okay, they're going to be better. You know
you
what
mean
I'm
like
saying?
my neighbors out here with the fucking parking?
Right. Like, yo, I'm going to be better next week, right? In your head, you think, yo, most evolution, you realize, some bad shit happened to you. Maybe your tire get deflated or some bullshit. You probably move forward in your life. You think maybe this happened for a reason. But no, these shitty people that just keep being shitty no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you to those people, because I'm just sick of them. Like the guy earlier that cut me off in the truck. Fuck that guy. You know what I'm saying? People like that. Because, yo, you have no reason to be driving that fast in that big-ass vehicle, cut me off. I'm going 80. You will cut me off going 80? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people that just consistently do dumb shit, and they go unchecked. Like, I really wish we could just beat people to fuck up. Honestly. Like, I've gotten to a point, like, I'm 32 now, right? I'm just at the point I just want to beat people the fuck up. Like, I don't want to fight you. I want to beat you the fuck up. Like, I'm starting off with an elbow. Like, I'm not fighting you.
Starting off with the Brock Lesnar?
I'm hitting
Starting off with the Lesnars?
Bro, I'm hitting you so fast. It's going to be so bad. Like, that's the kind of shit I'm on right now with the fuck you. So it's like, I don't know. I hate people that are disrespectful. I hate people that don't realize, like, value of things in their lives or people in their lives and what they really do for them. I hate all of this shit. Mm-hmm. Just people that won't improve. People that won't fucking improve and they just stay bad. Or people that were once good that go bad and then they never go back to like their they don't press reset.
They turn heel.
There's no button. Where's the reset button? Press that shit. Yeah, hit fucking heel turns and they just stick it though. They never go back. Ever. When you do a heel turn, at some point you're supposed to go baby again so the people go, "Oh my God, we got our guy back. Hooray!" But these motherfuckers that don't go back, yo, fuck you, dog. Like for real. If I see you, I'm beating you the fuck up. I'm sick. I don't care. I'll take the time.
Fucking him up on side.
I'm fucking him up on side. I'm gonna be just like him by the time I get to where I'm going. I'm telling you right now, because I want to fuck him up on the side. I swear to God. I'm not even joking. I'm serious. I want to fuck people up right now. If I see you and you disrespect Trey, you cross my path wrong right now, I'm fucking you up on site. Just to let you know, all you shitty people, don't fuck with me. Because that dude that I got out of his car, I'd have beat his ass earlier. The little truck driver dude that flipped off, if he had pull over. You better have a pistol. I swear to God, I'm throwing you in traffic. You getting ran over today, buddy. So fuck you and fuck anybody like you. And your mom. And your grandma. And her mom. And your little cousin. And your sister.
So I've been recently
and your
introducing you to Patrice O'Neal.
Yep.
And on some relationship shit.
Mm-hmm.
Worthwhile listening to, gentlemen.
If you want to be like Brent.
But gentlemen.
Ladies, don't listen to that shit. I listen to a little bit of it. Don't listen to it, lady.
No, it'll let you realize what you're doing.
Lady, you're not going to
But one of the core tenets, one of the things that Patrice O'Neal's talked about when he was alive was in general basically that same thing. Like he'd be on stage telling his jokes. He was a comedian, and this little snot-nosed dude would say something, and he went into a bit on stage just then about. Now you understand that you're doing that because the laws of society says I can't just jump down there and shove this microphone down your throat.
Precisely.
And he was like 6'4", 250.
Right.
And like, how many people were bigger than or as big as him?
Because I'm 6'2", 235, so I have the same complex. I have the same fucking complex.
Like he was.
You sure?
He also got cut off in traffic.
See? This guy gets it.
But he was like, now the reason why you're allowed to do that, this 5'2" chihuahua of a person,
right? Because I'm not allowed to do this.
Is because logistics say, or society says, I can't bust this bitch right now, chase you down, put my fist through your window and your throat.
That's facts. No, that's facts. That's exactly how I feel, and that's how I felt for a long time.
And honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. Growing up, I understood that mechanic.
Yeah.
And when I was defiant
because
of that mechanic. Do you understand? It was because of that mechanic.
I see when you come across somebody that's reached their limit.
Now at a certain point,
right.
in adulthood,
right.
At a certain point in adulthood, I understood I'm going to cross this line, but I was prepared to possibly take whatever ass whooping could possibly be coming.
I got it. Because that's what I was about to say.
At a certain point,
that's what I was about to say.
At a certain point, you're like, this is gonna go down right now.
Yeah.
But okay, this is gonna go down right now.
Because anger goes to a certain level, and then it's like, listen, like what I just said. I'm sick of disrespect. I'm too nice to people, and at some point, I'm gonna just start slapping the shit out of motherfuckers. And then when they swing, I'm gonna choke them out. And then when they're choked out, I'm gonna punch their face to wake them up.
Yeah.
And then when they wake up, I'm gonna choke them out again. Like I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Like honestly, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people. I'm sick of disrespect. I'm sick of like being nice because everybody's like, "Oh, Trey, he's so happy. He's such a nice guy." Like fuck that.
And through that, I learned what could actually go down and what was just somebody selling wolf tickets.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I learned.
You can tell who's bad and who's not.
Like I was like one of my last things I did with professional wrestling was a wolf ticket show. It was somebody in backstage, including somebody who'd been on WWE TV, whole bunch of yelling and screaming for minutes at a time.
Right.
And because it went past 15 seconds, I was like, oh, we're not fighting.
Right. Because that's what I'm saying.
Because none of this talking, because this talking doesn't happen if you're going to fight.
Because that's the point. That's exactly
this
what I'm
talking
saying.
doesn't happen if you're going to fight.
I just want to hit people. That's my exact point. I don't want to talk.
If somebody's going to get hit, outside, once you get past third grade, if somebody's going to get hit, they just get hit.
Starting with the elbow. That's what I said.
They just get hit.
That's exactly my point. Yeah. No, that's exactly my point. I don't want to talk.
I learned that in the 8th grade.
I don't want to talk no more.
This kid Oscar, who was a cholo in training.
Cholo
we had lockers right next to each other in gym class. He decided for some reason, maybe they were teaching him how to be racist at that point. He decided he was gonna fuck with me, and I was like, you're gonna stop fucking with me. There wasn't talking.
Right.
He then went at me, and I then went at him. It wasn't a fuck you. It was get the fuck out my way. I was like, no, chill the fuck out.
Right. Because that's what happened. Because that's how it goes. When you're fighting somebody in real life, when you're dealing with somebody that's like an adult,
correct,
and one of the participants isn't shook, right? Because if you're dealing with somebody that's like they really don't want to fight, but they're just saying it, they'll hesitate. They'll say shit. They'll insult you. You know what? You stupid motherfucker with your fucking Nintendo hat. You ain't shit. You dumb mother. I'll beat your ass, motherfucker.
You've already gone too long.
Exactly.
You've already gone too long.
Exactly.
You're not
because in real life,
nothing's happening.
Like the shit I just said.
You've already gone too long.
The shit I just said. If that motherfucker had got out of the car earlier, I swear to God, I would have drug his face on the pavement. I'm not even joking. Like, and I'm not that guy. I'm not even a tough guy. I'm not trying to be a tough guy. I'm not trying to be none of that shit. But I'm telling you right now, the disrespectful shit, I can't deal with no more. Like, I'm just over it. I'm over it. Like, I'll headbutt somebody in their fucking nose, and I'm sick of it. I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just break this whole shit right here.
It's sudden. It's sudden movement.
It is.
It's sudden movement.
That's the aggression that comes with it, though, because it's a gradual thing. Like, for me, I've never been that guy, right? I've always been chill. I've never been the like, oh, I'm over the top.
It's not like in a movie where the guy takes off his jacket and
but that's high school for me. High school for me, it was like, because I've gotten into the shit with niggas like, oh yeah, you know what up, da da da, because we were both, the bitch was in both of us a little bit. You know what I mean? We're like I think I can whoop his ass. I'm not really sure though, but I think I can whoop his ass. And then motherfuckers like, oh, I think he's gonna back down. I'm not gonna back down. So I guess we're gonna have to fight. Fuck it. This time it's like, no, say something right now. One more thing, because I'm ready to knock you out. Well, that's how I've been for like the last 8 years. Now it's like, you ain't really gotta say nothing. You've already given me enough. So when we get to it, I'm ready to just hit you right now.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's not even, because that's where it was before. Before it was like, say one more thing. One more thing. And I swear to God, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. But I wouldn't really do it because people normally don't say that one more thing. They normally see the energy and then they're like, "Oh, this thing is serious." Like, yeah, I'm serious. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Or they call you on it, and now you're standing there and you got to make
slap the shit out of you.
But that's another thing that comes with age is that at a certain point, instead of say one more thing, you realize
that's where I am right now.
I'm about to cross that line,
and that's where I am.
And you just leave.
Nah, I'm not leaving. I'll leave at 33.
You just walk away.
Maybe I'll leave at 33.
You just stay quiet. You just chill for a minute.
Right now.
I have a tendency to just laugh.
Not right now.
I have a tendency to laugh.
Not right now.
Which actually pisses the other person off even more because I have a tendency to be like,
I just attack you.
I just walk away.
Stupid ass laugh.
I'm like,
I'll elbow you in the back of the head.
Because I'm like, oh, because I realize in that moment I'm like, oh,
This is a dangerous moment. It's
I'm
going
like,
down.
I'm like, bro, really? Why am I in this moment? I'm in this moment right now. I'm like, oh, this shit's really about to happen right now, or not about to happen, or I'm at this point. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go home.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been there on that level for a long while now. I feel like, but like, I don't know. I just don't feel it right now. Maybe it'll come back at some point during the year. Maybe some point in the year I'll be like, yo,
a lot more people going out.
Chill out. I know.
And going fucking buck wild.
Nah, I know. I'm not worried about it.
And losing their fucking minds.
Not worried about it.
Because they had to stay at home for a year.
Thing is,
I'm going to go back out and cough on everything.
Why are flies everywhere in Long Beach right now? There's a big ass fly in here right now. I had like 6 in my apartment yesterday.
There's a fly in here right now. I had to put the trap out over by the track because
you got a trap?
It just flies. They come from the trash cans that are over there.
Mine came.
I had to put the trap out.
So I threw a Costco chicken into the trash can. And I forgot I threw it in the trash can. But I closed the bag and I threw it in my garage. It's been hot as fuck. So I take the shit out once a week. Like, takeout days tomorrow night. Mm-hmm. So I just had this shit sitting in there. Forgot all about it. Every time I open my fucking garage door, 2-3 flies flying. I'm like, what the fuck? So I think the shit just went completely bad, like maggot status damn there. I'm like, ah, shit.
And these motherfuckers are sneaky too, because I swat around me. I'm like, okay, no flies. I open and the fly fucking flies immediately. I'm like, god damn it.
Yeah, they're annoying. I've been smacking shit out
like
of flies.
They sit and wait for me to open the fucking screen door so they can come in.
Yeah. They're annoying as fuck.
Fucking annoying.
I actually had one of the horse flies on top of the trash can right now because I threw all the shit outside after I realized it. I was like, oh, fuck. So I opened the garage from the other side, lifted. All the flies fly out, obviously, because I'm running around, whatever. So I take the shit outside. They're all by my trash can now. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely that chicken. That fucking chicken's still in there. Like, fuck.
You need to get a
shotgun.
Go down to Home Depot and get one of them little fly traps where you add the water.
What the fuck is a fly trap?
The little plastic bag fly trap. It's got a little smelly thing in it. The flies get attracted to it. They fly in it and they can't get out.
That's gnat shit that I thought.
That shit, it's like $5 a pop.
It works for flies too?
Hell yes.
Never seen it. I just know the little zapper thing.
When you leave, you can go out and you can see it.
I like smacking them niggas though, so I smacked about 14 of them. And
I used to be really good at that shit, but it's like I don't give a shit anymore.
Nah,
just
I want to
fucking get the fuck out of my house.
Fuck that.
All right, that was your fuck you.
Yeah.
My fuck you is a headline actually.
I was just looking at this right before we started.
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis
That's
say they don't believe in bathing their kids or themselves too much. This comes from CNN.
So you know.
And it reads, it looks like the Kutcher-Kunis family is saving money on soap. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis appeared on an episode of Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast, and the talk turned to bathing, after Shepard told co-host Monica Padman that using soap every day rids the body of natural oils. Kutcher and Kunis agreed, saying they only wash vitals every day. Padman was stunned to be in the daily full body wash minority and asked, "Who taught you not to bathe?" "I didn't have hot shower growing up as a child, so I didn't shower very much anyway," Kunis said. That has apparently continued with her and Kutcher's 2 kids, Wyatt, 6, and Dimitri, 4. "I wasn't that parent that bathed my newborns ever," Kunis said. And now that they are older, Kutcher said they have a system.
Kutcher. Stop saying Kutcher. Weirdo.
Kutcher. I don't know why I said that.
Kutcher. Yeah, stop. It's uncomfortable.
"If you see dirt on them, clean them," he said. "Otherwise, there's no point."
If it's brown, flush it down. Yeah.
Kutcher said he does wash his armpits and my crotch daily and nothing else ever, and has a tendency to throw some water on my face after a workout to get all the salts out. Kunis said she washes her face twice a day.
That's it? Just her face?
I have...
Motherfucker look like a goddamn Incredible Hulk.
I caught the flu about 3 weeks ago or so.
It's because you wash your ass.
I have a persistent cough. There it is.
And it's loud.
And have for the better part of a week and a half now. In part because you filthy ass white motherfuckers won't fucking bathe or wash or clean yourselves. Now,
all you motherfuckers.
Now, listen. I am not a hotel. I am not Mr. Pro Black or pro really anything other than me, myself, and I. However, of the majority of people that piled into my car just before I got sick, the ones that just wouldn't stop talking to me about the microchip they got and why they don't need to wear a mask were of the Caucasoid persuasion. Much like Mr. Kutcher and his Russian bride, Mila Kunis.
First off, Mila Kunis is sexy.
Who, not anymore.
She not sexy though?
Who don't wash their fucking kids. Kids are filthy. You ever seen a child? You ever lived in a house with a child? I lived in a house with 2. They're fucking filthy. They're fucking disgusting.
I don't wash my kids.
And somehow, for some reason, that was awful loud. Somehow, for some reason, this is one thing that we don't tend to talk too much about, but white kids smell like sour milk. A lot of times, white people can sometimes smell like sour milk.
What is this shit?
This is possibly why. This is part of the reason fucking why. I got into a discussion on Facebook the other day. Somebody was talking about washcloths. There was a TikTok going around where this white girl was talking about how she had a discussion with one of her black friends who came over and spent the night or whatever and took a shower. She asked where the washcloth is, and she had a discussion about washcloths. She was like, I don't have a washcloth, right? I got in a discussion about this, and my point of view is a little bit different than other black people. Black people love washcloths, right? I actually stopped using a washcloth somewhere around 12, 13 because I also didn't see the point in it. I was then introduced to Japanese washcloths, which exfoliate the skin a little bit better than regular washcloths, and I will never go back to a regular washcloth if I can help it because the Japanese just works better, right?
I love you.
So, a little bit different, but in the direction of cleaner. In the direction of killing germs. Which, in case you haven't noticed, there are some that are around in this country, in city, and state, and world, and have been for the better part of a year and a half now?
I don't know what
I think it was about a year and a half now.
For COVID?
The Hurricane Rona?
Yeah, it's been a year and a half.
Better part of a year and a half now? And motherfuckers had a problem in March of 2020 with doing this. Do you know why they had a problem in March of 2020?
It gives you arthritis.
With doing this?
Difficult motion.
Because they had a problem in February of 2020, and February of 2019, and January of 1989, and March of 1976, and July of 2021 of doing this with soap and water. Not just this, but this.
Selling these
and this.
Hands are dry.
And this. And this. Oh, it's dry. Oh my gosh. What possibly could we ever do to do anything about the dryness of the skin? It's almost as if there was a thing called lotion and moisturizer and oils and all these other things that have already been invented that if you're a woman of any kind of femininity at all, you have at least 5 bottles.
Don't say femininity to me.
Listen. This shit here, Ashton Kutcher, much like Just Married, and fucking that stupid ranch show you're on, is nothing to fucking brag about. And really, Dak Shepard, is nothing to fucking brag about. This shit right here, Miss Kunis, is nothing to fucking brag about. Mrs. Kutcher is nothing to fucking brag about. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? How the fuck are you still allowed to have children that you don't bathe on a regular basis? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that as a child I took a bath every single night. Every other night. Damn sure for sure.
Not even now he doesn't.
I sure as shit wasn't waiting. My mother sure as fuck wasn't waiting till she saw dirt on me.
That's because we're black. You couldn't see this clearly.
I was fair. Listen, I was real light skinned.
Oh, now you admit it. Nigga, that's what you look like now. That ain't different.
Actually, I was real light skinned as a kid.
That's what you look like already.
She sure as shit didn't wait until she saw dirt on me. Are you fucking out of your mind? There is a global killing pandemic out there based on germs.
Stop screaming in my ear. I'll kill you.
The fuck is wrong with you? I'm sitting here still in recovery. My lungs really are not recovered. I tried running yesterday. That shit hurt like a motherfucker.
Did they get in your car?
In the lungs.
Was it Mila and Ashton's kids that got in your car?
You know what? Their germs probably did. Because they traveled to one entitled motherfucker, to another entitled motherfucker, to another entitled motherfucker's kids out in Hollywood Hills somewhere. I was picking people up out in Hollywood and Beverly Hills and shit. And to another, 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 and to another.
Maybe they're just trying to do like herd immunity type shit.
Well, here's what I need them to hear. Heard here.
Go for it.
Wash yourselves and wash your fucking kids. You gross ass motherfuckers. What I have a bin in there of like 30 Japanese washcloths. I have 2, 3, 4 different bars of soap, all different scents, with hydration and oils and shit in them. I've got lotions, I've got oils. I've got things that smell good, that keep me clean. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not even necessarily saying that I take a shower every single day now.
See, told you.
If I'm going out in public, I do.
Allegedly.
If I'm just sitting here around the house, maybe I do, maybe I don't. If I'm going out in public, I do. If I'm going to the gym, I damn sure do more than put water on my face afterwards.
Trying to wash yourself. You gotta get this shit off your face.
And the rest of me. What the fuck is the matter with you? If I have company, what the fuck is the matter with you?
His wife likes to season it.
You gross motherfuckers. Don't say shit about a microchip or mask to me ever again when you got motherfuckers like this who don't use soap. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, Ashton Kutcher. Fuck you, Mila Kunis.
That's from Brent, Mila, not me.
And I'm gonna quote the GOAT.
Me?
Fuck them kids.
I can put these back on now. Thank God. Oh my goodness. Listen, Ashton, I love Punked. You're hilarious in that show. And Mila, I was just watching Friends with Benefits the other day. So
That movie was alright.
great movie. I enjoyed it. Except for they caught feelings at the end.
Wasn't great.
That was a great movie.
It was alright.
Nah, it gave me all those New York vibes I looked for. I was great with it. Only problem is they caught feelings at the end. That was the problem. They did exactly what they didn't want to do. And then we never got to see what happened. Did they just break up like the other couples like 6 months later? That was my problem.
No, the problem is the sheets they were in probably had to be burned after Mila Kunis was rolling around in them all funky and shit.
Well, that's not true. First off,
Jesus fucking
they said
Christ.
they hit their problem areas.
Jesus fucking Christ.
They hit their problem areas. Some people don't wash their legs still. It's the same shit.
That's not good.
Your fuck you's over. You're not allowed to talk anymore. Mila Kunis is fine as shit too. Janae Aiko got hit for some shit like this a couple years ago.
Mila Kunis is alright. She's got a flat ass.
She's very slim.
She's got a flat ass and no hips.
She's a super petite
She's got
woman.
a flat ass and no hips, and she plays the same part in everything.
That's her personality. I love it.
I mean, it's fine in small doses.
Seems like a great personality.
It's fine in small doses.
I would love it. I love you, Mila. Don't listen to Brent.
It's cool in small doses.
I just put soap
but
in
even smaller doses, now that you could damn sure smell her downwind.
I just put soap in the hot tub and let it bubble around her.
That's probably too much water for her.
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Jesus
Me
Christ.
and you and your eyes, Mila.
Oh, if I don't see dirt. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know how disgusting children are?
Your fuck you is over. Shut your ass up, okay?
Jesus
it's over. You're
Christ.
done. You're done. Don't talk about Mila Kunis anymore. You can talk about Ashton all you want. My good vibes.
White people.
I'm not talking about white people today. My good vibes of the week, they're gonna go to me. Giving good vibes to myself. Because I deserve it.
Okay.
And because I'm fucking great.
Well, knowing what I know about you and what you're about to encounter, you need all the good vibes you can get.
Listen, I do some spectacular shit.
You're gonna need all the good vibes you can get.
I do some amazing
in the near
things.
future.
I step up to the plate when I don't have to for a lot of people that I don't have to, and I cover a lot of bullshit that I don't have to, and I help people like move forward in their lives a lot when I don't have to. I'm giving myself my flowers because it's a lot of shit that I have nothing to do with that I cover for other people, and I make it more comfortable and I make their lives easier. But it kind of goes hand in hand with my fuck you of the week because honestly, it's a lot of shit that I don't have to do, that I don't get recognition for. But I should. And that's why I'm so pissed off on the fuck you of the week. That's why it goes that way. Because it's like, I do so much that doesn't get accredited. Mm-hmm. So, just good vibes to me, man. Good vibes for keeping my head straight, not losing my fucking mind over... I saw it too. Not losing my fucking mind over the course of, the last 6, 7, 8, 2 years, whatever. Shouts to me for that, because honestly, a lot of people with lesser mental discipline, I feel like would have gone crazy a while ago with all the different random situations I've had. And I do that shit like nothing happened. I honestly do.
Did you hear that whistle?
Huh?
Did you hear that whistle you just gave?
Did I?
Random.
I didn't hear it. I thought I heard it a little bit, but
Situations.
Relax, don't do that. Will arise. That was my shit. But anyway, I deserve all that shit because honestly, I do a lot of shit for people that like I don't necessarily get credit for, but I've kept a lot of people sane by dealing with their insanity, and that's not easy. So, good vibes of the week go to Trey for not going crazy, not losing his mind, staying the course, fighting a good fight, and continuing to do so without wanting to stab myself in the face. Because I swear to you,
if you need help with that, just let me know.
I swear to you, should have happened
Stab
a while ago. I know. I should have done that shit a while ago. Like if I was gonna do it, I just do it. Because I've had a lot of ill ass situations that most normal people that I know would have lost their damn minds 20 times over by now. So shouts to me. Good vibes to Trey. Any good vibes, Brent?
Yeah.
After your tirade about my beautiful queen,
I'm gonna give. You mean your queen pigpen? I'm gonna give shouts out to the one.
Oh wait. Hold on. Put that down for a second. And shouts to Brent for my birthday bottle. Appreciate you, brother. Showed up, hit me with a bottle of Gentleman Jack. I appreciate you. That was some good man shit. You know what I mean? Good vibes to you. There's some of that shit that I was talking about that people don't get credit for when they do good shit and they don't have to. Absolutely didn't have to do this. Showed up, talked me up, let me talk that shit that I was just talking about, and just took it in stride, listened, chill, showed up, vibed for a couple hours, bounced. That's good shit. I appreciate you. Good vibes to Brent.
Well,
And Trey.
I do charity work sometimes. Shouts go to the Iron Addict, the man, the one, CT Fletcher. It's still your motherfucking set. Still my motherfucking set. I was in the gym earlier today and doing tricep exercises and was feeling every bit of him. Mm-hmm. Like I was like, fuck, I can't no more. I can't no more. And then I had a little free mix in, and then just randomly, I heard, "I'm the one she was warned about. I'm the one that your mama foretold about. The sidewalk cracking motherfucker is here. I command you to grow." I was like, shit. I gotta do these sets. Shit. My body was out. And my mind.
Was it on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My mind. My will. I heard the voice. I heard the voice from on high of the Titan. And he came down and he spoke into the triceps. He went to the left one and said, "I command you to grow." He moved to the right one and said, "I demand that you grow." Mm-hmm. He looked at that rope. He looked at both of these triceps and he said, "You ain't got no motherfucking choice. You gonna grow today because I fucking said so." And damn it, I fucking said so. And I got through the set and I pushed through it and it was right on time. Sometimes there's some magic that happens in the Iron Paradise, and that was some magic today. That shit happened right on time. I heard the man. I heard CT command my shit to grow.
Did you hear that in your head, or was that like on your phone?
It was the video that came up. It was the video that came up. He commanded the shit to grow.
Got it.
And I was like, well,
I was curious, were you just crazy?
CT said so.
I thought you just.
And I said so. You gotta go. You gotta grow. I'm feeling it right now. So shouts to the man, Mr. CT Fletcher, for getting one more little baby Iron Addict through one more rep for glory.
This motherfucker doesn't care about the sound at all.
What sound?
Look at these notes.
What's that?
See that bullshit?
What's that?
Look at what you're doing to my ears. I had to take this shit off like 10 times today. I guarantee you, when you hear this back, you're going to be like, Jesus. Like, yeah, I know. You're being a psychopath. I'm sick of it. Now your TV's listening to us for some reason. I must have said something. That shit popped up, started listening for a second, and stopped.
The PlayStation does that shit sometimes. It's fucking weird.
Let me see. Where can they find you, Brent?
They can find me at Surreal469 on everything. SURREAL, the number's 469. Every Sunday, there's such a thing as long overdue movie reviews. I don't know what's coming up this week. Something is, so it'll be entertaining. Last week was, what the fuck was last week? Mad Max. I watched Mad Max last week.
Fury Road or
the first one. The very first one. That
it.
shit was kind of hilarious because I kind of fucking hated it.
I've never seen it.
So that shit was funny. I don't know what's coming up this week. If you want to follow me and my workout journey on Instagram, it's Surreal200, SURREALs 200. Where can they find you, Trey?
Question: have you ever seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
I refuse to watch that movie.
Do it.
That's just too close. That's just too close to home.
Do it. That's a long overdue movie review.
It's too close to home.
What do you mean?
Too close to home.
Have you never seen it? What do you mean?
I know the synopsis. It's too.
Don't say synopsis to me.
It's too close to a certain relationship that had me laying on some railroad tracks. I don't want to get anywhere near that shit.
That shit is amazing.
It's too close. I'm sure it is.
It is.
I'm sure it is. And fantastic.
Oh,
good for Jim Carrey.
God, you
nigga. If I go there, my next call will be to the suicide hotline. I don't want to go. I'm not.
I've been trying to figure out how to eliminate you.
Nope.
Without getting my hands dirty.
No, sir.
That's a great movie.
No, sir.
See, I'm one of them weirdos though. I can watch shit like that, and it like makes me feel better. It's so weird. Like, I swear to God, I listen to some of the darkest music when I'm depressed, and it'll be like, I feel better. Somebody else felt that too.
No, sir. I know the synopsis. I've deliberately avoided that movie since it came out.
I've watched that with 2 straight girlfriends, and
as opposed to the gay ones.
Huh? What?
Some people think cucumbers taste better pickled.
What?
Huh?
Instead of the gay ones. I don't have gay girlfriends. What are you talking about? Huh? Anyway, you can find me in 1989 TRE on everything except for YouTube because YouTube hates me and Instagram occasionally hates me as well. I'm working out now too. Maybe I should make an Instagram with like fitness. Trey 205 because that's what I'm going for. I don't want to be 200, but Trey 205. Maybe I should make one. What do you think?
Well,
I hate it. I hate the concept. I'm not doing it.
It'll be up on the podcast. So if you make it, you make it.
No, I'm not doing it.
If you don't, you may just give us a shout out to somebody else.
I'll just give you guys. I'll give you guys fucking ideas and shit, or like updates, I should say, not ideas. I'll give you updates of what's going on with me, and then you'll know. I'll give you progress. Right now, I'm sitting at a cool like 237, I think. I think I was at about 237 when I got on the scale yesterday. I'm probably smaller because I didn't eat shit today. Except for popcorn and like 3 eggs. So that was unintentional, but you know, life and shit. So yeah, that's I think I'll just give y'all updates week to week, and we'll just keep dropping together. You know what I mean? Maybe we can check in like the Biggest Loser and shit. Me and you can just go back and forth for scale shit.
Word.
It's an idea. Where can they find us, Brent?
If you're listening to us, you can see our bright and shiny faces at tinyurl.com/getheretube. tinyurl.com/getheretube is the direct link to our YouTube channel. If you already are watching our bright and shiny faces, all the links to all of our audio shit is down there in the description. We are on a cool 13 different audio platforms right now. Fucking come on in and join the party. You can listen to us wherever the fuck you feel like listening to us, especially if you have earbuds because we curse like sailors. So if you don't want your mama to hear us,
I don't curse.
then who are you fooling? You're like, acting like your mama hasn't cursed
Going
before.
forward, we will not be cursing in the first 15 minutes, so don't worry.
Also, if you want to support the channel,
help us, YouTube.
there's bonus material over on patreon.com/getherepod.
That Brent's giving the whole story away.
Patreon.com/getherepod. Do you know how much it costs to get bonus material that you cannot, will not, shall not, shan't not hear here on the podcast?
Just read the Instagram. You got it already.
$1.99.
This fucking guy.
$1.99. So low, Patreon was like, yo, that's too low. And I'm like, fuck you, Patreon. $1.99. Just hear bonus shit. Super easy. Super simple.
I think Brent's super easy and super simple.
I am.
I think you described
Ladies,
yourself.
my DMs are open. Surreal469 on everything.
SURREAL. The number's 469.
You can tie a cherry stem in a knot with my tongue, too.
I can,
I'm
too.
not. Stop putting Gizmo face down, ass up.
That's how you like him.
That shit is disturbing.
That's how you like. He's disturbing in general.
This is Gizmo.
Brent,
Get
don't
your hand away from that water.
Don't
Gizmo.
act like if I put him like this, you wouldn't hit it.
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.